Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you watched that Week 1 game against the Cincinnati Bengals, you saw something that really caught everyone's attention, especially the Browns' defense. It was a performance that, even in a narrow 17-16 loss, showed flashes of the dominant unit Cleveland fans have been hoping to see again. And let me tell you, it wasn't just about keeping Joe Burrow under wraps, although holding him to just 113 passing yards is no small feat. It was about how that defense, in moments, looked like the tough, relentless group that made the Browns a force to be reckoned with 2 seasons ago. The second half, in particular, was impressive. The Bengals' high-power defense was limited to just 7 yards in those crucial final moments, which is a testament to how much this unit can still bring to the table. But of course, in the NFL, nothing stays static for long. The team's focus now shifts to a very challenging upcoming game against the Baltimore Ravens. And here's where things get a little complicated. Cleveland's defense, as inspiring as it was in Week 1, will have to do it without one of its promising young players. According to Mary Kay Cabot from Cleveland, defensive tackle Mike Hall Jr. won't be able to suit up for Sunday's game. He's still working his way back after undergoing knee surgery during the offseason. Now, this isn't just a minor setback. Hall has been making strides in his recovery, having finally returned to practice last week, but he's not quite ready to go yet. And missing his second game in a row adds a layer of challenge for the Browns' defensive line. For those who might not be fully familiar, Mike Hall Jr. is a 22-year-old rookie who showed a lot of promise during his first NFL season. In his 8 games, he managed to rack up 14 tackles and even recorded a sack. That's pretty impressive for a rookie, especially considering the rocky start he had due to injury. Browns fans are rightly excited about what he could bring to the team once fully healthy. The potential is there, and if you've been watching the development of this young interior lineman, you know he has a rare combination of size, agility, and instincts that could make him a staple on this defensive line for years to come. And let's be honest, the Browns' defensive line is already looking pretty formidable with the talent they have now, but Hall's return would add an extra layer of depth and explosiveness. You have to remember, the Browns are building something special on that front. The front four, when healthy, has the ability to collapse pockets, create pressure, and limit the run game, all crucial against a team like Baltimore, which relies heavily on its rushing attack led by the likes of J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards. The Ravens' offense is versatile, but Cleveland's defensive line has shown in the past that they can disrupt even the most potent units when firing on all cylinders. But here's the thing, Browns fans, you've got to keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Yes, losing Hall for this game stings, but it's part of the process. The team is being cautious, especially with a player who is still recovering from off-season knee surgery. It's all about ensuring that when he does come back, he's fully ready to contribute at the level Cleveland needs. The coaching staff isn't rushing him, and rightly so. You look at the history of players coming back too soon from injuries, and it often leads to setbacks. So, patience now can pay dividends later. Now, for the fans who have been closely following Cleveland's offseason, this season is shaping up to be one of potential and resilience. The team made some strategic moves in the draft and free agency, aiming to bolster both the offense and defense. And the defense, in particular, has been a focus area. The addition of a player like Mason Graham, the number 5 overall pick, is expected to be a game-changer once he's fully integrated into the system. But it's players like Hall Jr. that really excite the fan base because of their ceiling. The Browns' defense, with its mix of young talent and seasoned veterans, has the capability of being one of the league's top units. And that's what makes these injuries and setbacks so frustrating but also manageable. The coaching staff and players are experienced enough to adapt and find ways to win, even when key players are unavailable. Going into this game against the Ravens, the Browns will need to lean on their depth, their game plan, and the resilience that has marked their journey so far. The defense's performance in Week 1 was encouraging, but they'll need to sustain that intensity for the entire game. Baltimore's offense, with Lamar Jackson at the helm, is always a threat to break out at any moment, especially on the ground, and Cleveland's linebackers and secondary will have to be disciplined and aggressive. The key for Cleveland is to keep Baltimore's offense in check, force turnovers, and take advantage of every opportunity on offense, which, despite some offensive struggles in Week 1, has shown flashes of promise. Speaking of the offense, Deshaun Watson's leadership will be critical this season. While he didn't have a record-breaking game in Week 1, he showed moments of excellence, and with more chemistry developing with his receivers, the Browns' offense can become much more dynamic as the season progresses. The running game, with players like Jerome Ford and others, will also play a vital role in balancing the attack and keeping the Ravens' defense honest. Cleveland's offensive line will need to protect Watson better and create running lanes, especially against a tough Baltimore front. The season is long, and every game counts, especially in a division as competitive as the AFC North. The Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers are all formidable opponents, but the Browns have shown they have the grit, talent, and resilience to compete at a high level. The defense's ability to adapt without Hall Jr. will be tested, but that's exactly what separates good teams from great ones: the capacity to overcome adversity and still perform at a high level. And if the defense can continue to play with the intensity and discipline they showed in Week 1, Cleveland could be a tough team to beat this season. And let's not forget, the history of the Browns is filled with ups and downs, but recent years have brought hope and a sense of rebuilding. The front office has been committed to assembling a roster that can contend, and the coaching staff has been focused on developing young talent while maintaining a competitive edge. The presence of players like Mike Hall Jr., even if sidelined temporarily, is part of this broader strategy. It's about building a sustainable winning culture, and even setbacks like injuries are just part of the process. Looking ahead, Browns fans should be optimistic but also realistic. The team has the talent and the coaching to make a run, but they will need to stay healthy, execute their game plan, and continue to improve week by week. The defense's resilience and the offensive growth will be key factors in determining how far Cleveland can go this season. The AFC North is tough, with each team capable of turning a game around in a heartbeat, but the Browns have shown they can hang with the best when firing on all cylinders. So, as we gear up for this crucial matchup against the Ravens, keep an eye on the developments, stay supportive, and believe in the process. The season is just beginning, but the energy and hope are palpable among Browns fans. The team's future is bright, even when obstacles appear, and the passion in Cleveland runs deep. The players, the coaching staff, and the fans are all in this together, pushing forward with the same goal to bring that Lombardi Trophy back to Ohio. And with every game, every play, we get closer to that dream. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUB algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe the defense can maintain that high level of intensity without Mike Hall Jr. this week? Are you confident that the offense will find its rhythm against the Ravens' tough defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Keep the passion alive, keep supporting your team, and let's keep dreaming of that Super Bowl run. Cleveland fans, this is just the beginning.